Le Mans and the Bugatti circuit, the venue for the second round of the VdeV Endurance Series 2016. The Proto drivers have a 4-hour race which carries a coefficient of 1. After Barcelona, the CD Sport team shone again in qualifying with the Cochet-Kirchdorfer duo. This time the 31 starts from pole ahead of the Norma 2, winners of the previous event, and the 42 of Palmyra. Amidst all the agitation on the green flag, Ludovic Cochet holds the lead ahead of Alain Ferté. The 23 cars get into the first chicane and come through it. Very quickly, the strategy thought up by Damien Belloc comes into play. Ferté comes into the pits for his first handicap trip through. He's not the only one because Patrice Lafargue in the Ligier 17 does the same thing. After 25 laps, it's the Norma 21 of DB Autosport driven by Jordan Perrois that's leading from the two Norma M20 FCs of CD Sport. The championship leaders are further down in the standings, but they've already done their 3 trips through the pits. In the prestige category, the 56, driven by Christophe Tardieu, is currently leading from the 26 of Team X-Cool and the 42 of the Palmyra team. Very quickly, the first pit stops happen. There's the usual excitement as the mechanics get to work and the driver changes occur. Let's make the most of the interlude to get the thoughts of Ludovic Cochet, who made a very good start up against Ferté. I made a successful start. The last one I did, I totally messed up and went from 1st to 15th. I couldn't do worse than that, and everything went well. I managed to hold it for a lap. It's the first time I've competed with an aerodynamic car, and it's phenomenal. It gives me a crazy amount of pleasure. The car goes quicker than me for now. We're having fun. I'm not trying to win. We're here to have fun. I'm here with Remy. He's a gentleman. After this important stage, and under 2 hours from the end, the standings have changed. The DB Autosport team is still leading, but now it's the 22 that's taken over from the 21. The Delafosse, Danilou, Peterson team lead the race from the 32 of Maulini, Bol Besançon and Foubert, and the 2 currently driven by Philippe Iliano is on the provisional podium. After such a start, Daniel Bassora, the team manager of DB Autosport, who has 3 new lineups this year, isn't anything but overjoyed. In the close season we were working on relationships and the team's getting stronger. We've got new normas, new material and a motivated team. In this race we see the 22 is leading. There are still a few pit stops to go, but we can tell this car performs very well. Yeah, of course, the 22 is able to compete on an equal footing with the 2 of TFT. I think that the teams are just as good as each other. It's racing and the race is long at 4 hours, so we'll see what happens. We're still hopeful. Over at Prestige, things are going superbly for the British Team X-Cool with Duncan Williams and the young Jordan Sanders, who are leading the category from the Norma 6 of Bezo, Thirion, Caillon and the Ligier 15. In the IDEC pits, Gwenaël Dolomier is looking closely at the performance of his teammates. A special mention to Team 1 of Steve Gerard and Gregory Streibig. After a title in single-seaters Category B with Oscar Arcila last year, the Alsatian team have progressed by buying 2 new Normas. We're surprised at the way things are going. There's remarkable reliability here. I think there have been no abandonments. The car works very well. Now, in this VdeV series, we know the atmosphere is good, but does one enjoy being at the wheel? Yeah, of course, I see the difference compared to single-seater races, which are much more aggressive. Here, the drivers are very respectful. Respectful, yes, but there's a ferocious battle up front. Under 15 minutes from the end, the TFT team of Iliano, Ferté and Villarino is in control of the race ahead of the 32 that still needs to come into the pits once more. They do that 5 minutes before the end. Kevin Bol Besançon doesn't want to lose a single second in order to come out in front of the 22. In the end, he does manage to hold second in front of the DB Autosport car. Despite an exhaust problem that handicaps him at the end of the race, Ander Villarino brings the car home. That means another win for the TFT team of Tony Pereira. The team is stacking up the wins. A second straight win. These colours are bringing you luck. Yeah, I hope so. This win is above all down to the mechanics because I went off in qualifying and they put together a perfect car. This win I'd like to dedicate to Margot, because Margot is a very courageous little girl and very strong, and she'll pull through. I'm certain of that, and I'd like to dedicate the victory to her. They put me at the start line and I did all the work. They make me angry. Of course, I'm joking, the car was great. The mechanics and the team did an extraordinary job. They put the car back together really quickly. That wasn't easy and the car was perfect. We just needed to do the job and do it the best we could. Yes! The happiness is on all the faces on the podium for the second event of the VdeV Endurance Series Proto category. A second win of the year for the Normand 2 in front of the 32 and the 22, and the win for the Ligier 26 in Prestige.